Hello YouTube, this is Giga Corona, and I'm here with a short video on how to cut off Kalameet's tail. Now I know I'm very late to the party when it comes to making videos about cutting off Kalameet's tail, because, let's face it, there's probably dozens, if not, 100 versions of the video where you can cut off Kalameet's tail, but, as it so happens, I recently did a playthrough of the game where it was just a fun playthrough where I killed everything using a shield, basically. So, what happened was, while I was doing that playthrough, I actually discovered a way to cut off Kalameet's tail with a shield. And I thought, wow, that was rather interesting. It's not really a revolutionary method, to say the least, it's just a variation on a method that already exists. However, there are a couple of benefits to doing, to cutting off Kalameet's tail with a shield that existing method doesn't have. So I call this the Jousting method, and unlike a lot of these different strategies for cutting off Kalameet's tail, your speed isn't really much of an issue, so you don't need to be a fast-rolling character to pull this off. It's a very safe method. You don't have to expose yourself to, like, rolling underneath Kalameet's flame attacks, or, trying to run past him while he's using Mark of Calamity, because what we'll be doing is cutting off his tail using his tail stomp ability. And what this means is we don't have to risk our lives occasionally in order to get a tail hit in. We just have to patiently wait for him to do his tail stomp. And because we're using a shield method to do this, it's actually very easy to get him to do it. In fact, it's so easy. It's like I was able to reproduce it several times, just to see if the method was okay when I was actually doing it. So what you'll need for this method is probably some sort of really good stability shield that you're going to be wielding as your weapon. Now I'm using the tower shield because it has spastic stability, but it's actually it wouldn't really matter too much. The different shields don't do that much difference when it comes to damage. So there's very little reason to have to go all the way and use a tower great shield. Although if you can use it, by all means, it is probably one of the better ways to do this method. I was only using it because I actually had to kill Kalameet with it during my playthrough, so it was quite convenient. But I'm pretty sure an upgraded Silver Knight shield or something similar could probably do roughly the same job. And of course, you can put the Grass Crest shield on the back of your character for the stamina regen if you want, because we will be using the two-handed shield in the front exclusively, pretty much for the entire method. If you want to put a different shield in a weapon, of course, so you can kill Kalameet easier afterward, that's fine. There's no problem with that. Just for cutting off the tail, though, double-handed shield in the front, Grass Crest at the back will work fine, as I'm doing here. Now, in order to pull off this move that we have to do, you basically want to stay a fairly medium distance away from Kalameet, and just stay there the entire time until he does his diving forward attack. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are already familiar with the idea that one can roll around the diving attack and position themselves directly behind him in order to get him to do his tail stomp. And that's not bad at all, if you could do it, but it usually involves breaking your target lock on him, dodging the attack instead of trying to block it, and it's a tad dangerous, and it really just relies a bit on your individual levels of skill as to whether or not you can do it easily each time. But with our method, since you have stupidly spastic stability, all you really have to do is just sit underneath Kalameet's jousting attack when he does it. Or I should say his diving attack. I'm calling this the jousting method. Anyway, the only tricky part of this method is to make sure that you're the right distance away from him when he does it. If you're too close to him, he'll fly way too far over you, and he'll probably just do a spinning breath attack. And if you're too far away from him when he does it, he'll probably land on you and stomp you in the head. But provided you just kite him around the arena at about the right distance, he eventually just does the attack, and you can just let him sail right over you, You don't have to break the target lock, because the target lock will actually work to your advantage. It will spin you around and make you face his tail when it comes down. And provided you properly orientate yourself, you can just hold the shield up, block the tail stomp, and then do a jumping attack right onto the tail. And just do this a couple of times. 5 or 6 times it will usually be sufficient. You can avoid every other kind of attack that he does. There's no great way to make him do a particular attack, but you don't actually have to brave any of his other attacks. Just roll around, avoid them, block them, whatever you need to do. And just wait for him to do his diving attack until he does it, and then just keep doing it. And eventually the tail just comes off. Anyway, since there's no, ducking and weaving around the Mark of Calamity, or a breath attack, or a diving attack, there's really no danger doing this at all. I'm pretty sure no matter what your relative level of skill is at this game, I'm pretty sure you can pull off this much. So, yeah. That's my method for getting rid of Kalameet's tail. And, I don't know. I thought it was worth sharing. Yep. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in Dark Souls 2 when it comes out. So if any of you are still being bugged by Kalameet's tail until this day, well, now you have another solution you can possibly try just before getting ready for the next game. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time in Dark Souls 2. See you later.